What's up, my friends? Welcome. We're playing some freaking space set. Yeah, space. That's where we're at. All right. So, Edge of Eternities, new standard, very exciting. If you missed 10 new brews, if you missed the set review, if you missed Bronze to Mythic, are all on YouTube. All right, go watch them and go check them out on the main channel for set review and for 10 new brews, and of course on the Bronze to Mythic channel where I got the Bronze to Mythic premiered last night. We're getting our first looks at new standard. The very first standard challenge went off on Magic Online. I don't know, yesterday or something like that, day before. And pretty sweet looking deck in here came in ninth place, unfortunately. Not a place you want to finish. Blue, white, blink, flicker stuff played by DB Dykeman. And this is a deck looking to utilize the new warp mechanic.
30 seconds to warp threshold.
And kind of warp it a thing and then cheat it with a Splash Portal, a Charming Prince, or a Fortune Loyalty. There are a lot of blink effects here. So we see 4 Fortune, 4 Prince, 4 Portal. There's 12 blink effects, and even Twinning Twins. So I'm sorry, there's 16 blink effects with 4 Riddlers and 4 Anti-Casual Vestiges. So almost feels like too many blink effects, but we'll see. And trying to blink these for sick value, drawing cards, and putting things into range, which is great. Little top end here with Elspeth. We got Beza, Seam Rip. Kind of just like a mid-rangey blink deck. It's kind of cool. So we're going to give it a spin and see how it goes. Sideboard's got some new ones and some old ones. We got a Null, a new card in the format, which is great. Smiters and Foundations. We still have access to that one. Negate, Spell Pierce. Seam Rip. The new Portable Hold, just an enchantment. Looks like a really important card in this format. Good stuff. And yeah, so kind of just scamming things out here. Azorius scam. So let's do it. Let's fire up some scams and see how we do. Brought to you by Anthros. Folks, I'm getting older. You're getting older. One true truth about life is that we are all getting older, and you got to take care of your body. You only get one. All right. And it's very important to take care of it and invest in the things that support you and keep you off the ground. This is the best chair I've ever used by a wide margin as far as keeping my posture correct, but also allowing me to be comfortable and recline while my posture is correct, which is great. I freaking love this thing. Phenomenal company. They do really great work. Check them out. Anthros Chairs. Use the link in the chat or the description. They do sponsor me, of course. You can use JimDMTG as a promo code for $200 off your order. Anthros. Fix your sit. That's a lot of tap lands. Unfortunately, blue-white is not the best mana. Mana is currently uneven in this format. I can still keep, though. We have possible Fortune of the Riddler. We got a tap land. We can figure things out. So let's do it. Yeah, Null is really good. Null is fantastic. So, all right, we're gonna ship the second alien here and go from there. I think
there are alien forces acting in ways we can't perceive.
Rottenmouth Viper could be a possible card for our rebrew for manufacturer. We're playing a manufacturing deck today as well. I didn't add the Viper, but that might be a possible one. So, just gonna fire up a Bloomvine Regent. Get some forests. All right, we're gonna get plains. Cool. Yeah, a Null is a really big deal in this format. Like, really big deal. So, they got some forests. We got a Splash Portal. Oh, we can't do it though. Man, that is tough. Triple tap land here means we can't blink into Splash Portal. I actually can't do anything. We could Riddler and just draw a card, but then I can't blink it. Maybe that's worth it. Maybe just give us a draw card. Just try and guarantee we have a 4th land drop, and then we can either Vestige or Beza or Fortune or whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna warp. I'm gonna sack this first. Oh, yeah, actually that was bad, because I actually want to draw land. Whatever, 6 of 1, have those together. So warp this in, draw a card. We draw a land, cool. Goes into warp zone. We've got Fortune, Seam Rip, else we have pretty chonky hand here. Opponent's not doing a ton. Here's a loot. Some sort of green, rampy, landy deck. Man, they're getting a lot of forests in play. Okay. That's a lot of land.
There's a landfall at that spot.
Alright, so we draw another anti-casual vestige.
You're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa.
So I mean, we could just casual and then put in Fortune. I'm pretty cool with that. So let's warp. This card's really nice, honestly. This card's just really, really cool.
30 seconds to warp threshold.
End step draw. And we can put in Beza, we get a treasure, and that is it. Should put in the Fortune. Alright, Scry 2. Riddler and an Archive. I think I like drawing Archive. I want to make a land drop next turn. And then we can casual crew and go from there. Here's Glacier Godmaw. Are we gonna die to this thing? This is I played this card in the pre-release. It's a pretty insane card. Landfall, pump the team, get everything haste. Okay, so let's we're gonna Vestige. We saddle. We throw away the Fortune. Is that okay? Then we get Vestige. We get to put something in. Have a huge thing. We could put in. It's gonna leave play and come back. Putting in Beza or Elspeth. This thing gets trampled too, right? Jeez, man. The Elspeth, so this leaves play. Could put in Elspeth to kill this, but it has to be after we attack, though. What an awkward little scenario we got going here. These tap lands are absolutely killing us. Yeah. I think we just Vestige and put in Elspeth and kill this. I kind of agree with that. So, alright, so let's warp in and saddle up.
Oh god, I know that void.
And we're going to throw away our Fortune here, but whatever. Wait. The end of combat. Exile it in one creature's out of his turn. Alright, so that's fine. End step. Exile the Eldrazi. Leaves play trigger. We draw a card and put in a 5-drop. We can put in Elspeth. And we're just going to destroy the Godmaw, barring some sort of Snakeskin Veil effect, which would be pretty bad for us. Yeah, the mana in Theta right now is really wonky. With only 5 shock lands, only 5 fast lands, and with the spread being really weird on them, where there are enemy fast lands and just a random smattering of gods. We're just getting Godmawed. We can't stop the Godmaw. Selesnya, Rakdos, and I did the Selesnya, Rakdos, and Azorius have the worst mana. And then Boros, Orzhov, and Simic have the best mana. That's a video I've been planning to make, because I haven't had time to do that. So they're going to Godmaw attack Elspeth. This is amazing for us, because they have almost lethal. And I don't care about Elspeth right now. I'm just going to let it die. And then I get to play a bunch of stuff, which is great. We can portal. That's a 6th land. So we can Beza and then just portal the Vestige and put in a Riddler, which is pretty good. They're running out of stuff to do here with these 2 Lantern tokens, being the Godmaw is still pretty scary. We're just going to attack. We're just going to attack. Attack first. We're going to attack, and then we're going to portal the Vestige, putting Riddler, cast Beza. Maybe not in that order exactly. Sure. So we're going to attack. We're going to play a land. We're going to surveil. Another portal. I don't think we need that. Like, there's too many portal effects in this deck if I had to speak to that. So here's Beza. They have these landers in play for extra landfall on the Godmaw. So this card was ridiculous and limited. I don't know if it's good enough to construct it, but. And then we're going to portal the anti-casual. I just keep saying it. I don't like it. Leaves play trigger, draw a card, put in a 6-drop for free. This card's really good. Yeah. Here's Charming Prince. This comes back at the beginning of next end step. I could put in Prince, blink the Vestige, and then do it again. Sure. Let's get him tapped though, which is important to note. Leaves play, draw a card. Hey Karn, how are you? Put in a Riddler. Draw another card. It's a starting town. Then we have a Rip that doesn't do anything. So sure, so this is fine. So we say go. This will come back in untapped. We're at 13 life with 10 toughness in play. It's not bad. The loot can look at the top 6 cards and try and find a creature, which is pretty scary also. They have 10 lands in play. Rampaging Bailoffs.
Make landfall.
Alright. I mean, it's kind of funny how because, like, if they were like the lower to the ground landfall deck, I feel like we'd be in better shape. But because they're going big, they're kind of like going over the top of us. So they're going to landfall and give everything haste too.
We're clear to launch, Lander 1.
Alright, yeah, I mean, the Godmaw's pretty sick. We're just dead. Okay.
No, that's a lot of damage.
Alright, sure. That was something. Alright. So we're gonna what? Jeez. Steam Rip was not very good against them. We had it stuck in our hand the entire game. Smite, Beza. I don't really have like anything in our sideboard to deal with these extremely large idiots. Beza, Annul, Spell Pierce. They are playing blue and red. They're probably playing the enchantment does 3 to everything. But yeah, Balance and Foundations. They snuck that one in there. Jesus, I just don't have cards to bring in. Like, they didn't play a non-creature spell, so Negate and Spell Pierce look kind of rough. We had no Disdainful Strokes. Yeah, this is a little ugly, I'm not going to lie. Annul. I mean, they could bring in some sort of like non-creature. I'm just gonna bring in 2 Negates, and I don't even know. To be fair, we did stumble on lands basically every turn of the game that game. Like, every land came in tapped, which is kind of tough. But, alright, this is okay, I guess. And, yeah, that was something. That was certainly kind of a beating. Kind of like combo-esque almost. Which is, Charm Prince can go. Combo stuff is typically good against, like, this sort of, like, value kind of stuff. Now they have Minor Elves. Alright, well, we boarded up those Seam Rips, you know. We are not going to get lost to Land or Elves. And Overlord. Alright. I think we're in trouble, folks. If I knew they had Overlord, then I would have brought a Null in, but, like, their deck just looks so weird after game 1. And now we're just gonna draw lands. Alright, not a great start to our series here, but that's okay. They have 5 mana on turn 3 on the play, and we've got literally nothing going on. Second Overlord. Oh my god, man. Alright. I do love me a green Overlord, that's for sure. Alright, so they get some maps and land. They have actual infinite mana. We've just got a bunch of Fatal Passages. This is ridiculous. Alright. Yeah. I guess.
He's dead, Jim.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Land or Elves, so here's an Ice Tail Explorer. Play an extra land. You know, you can't stop that at the moment, so. Crucible of Worlds and Exploration, the same card. Also mills some stuff. They mill over a land, must be nice. Map tokens just horrendous as usual. They just have all this value for the maps. This card is weird. 4 mana is a lot. It's a really clunky card at 4 mana. And now they're just gonna keep mapping until they find a spell. So they actually have like, what, 5, 6, 7, they have 8 mana to my 4. Alright, so we're gonna I mean, I guess probably just Elspeth killed the Explorer. Let me draw Twinning Twins. There's certainly some A plus B in this deck. You know, you want to the Blink stuff and then the Warpy stuff. This hand has not been particularly great, but just gonna hope they don't have a big thing in their hand. If they do, we are super dead. But we're gonna kill this Explorer. Hope they can't kill my Elspeth. A lot of weight on these shoulders for sure. The Overlord comes in next turn. Karn, where you been?
You were out ruining your health and reputation with friends of low character.
Okay, just asking. They are in the tank. Twinning Twins. A lot of cards in standard right now. A lot of cards in standard. Rotation's pretty fun. Tap for a mana. Cast Dragonback Assault. It's pretty annoying because we have negate in her deck and we just the one time make ends spell we can't yeah, we're just dead here. Yeah, we're just stone dead. Alright, that was a pretty rough match. Bad draws on our side, great draws on our opponent's side, and not really a great matchup for us either. Ramp is typically pretty good against like mid-range value stuff. But it's okay, we'll just whisk it on a spin. On the play. Guess. And I really don't think Splash Portal's very good. Fast double mulligan from our opponent. It's fun start. Always fun starting a new format, seeing what's up. We see a Willow Rush Verge from our opponent. And it's an Otter Ball Elite. Let's kill this, I guess. Want to make sure what's going on over here. Here's the Riddler and the Portal, but I don't have double blue! No! Why would they do this to us? Why would they give us such bad mana in certain decks? Oh, this is horrendous. We would have had Riddler with the Portal. We had the perfect little scam. Oh my god. I guess we could draw blue. Yeah, I guess we still just do it, but oh my god, this is gross. Draw an untapped blue source, please. Of course. I wasn't even gonna say it. I wasn't even gonna say it. I just knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. It's alright. It's okay. Push through. Push through. We gotta be strong here. We gotta be strong. Azorius, Selesnya, and Rakdos got some pretty bad mana. They're gonna consult the star charts on 2. I think this card's awesome, but no lands for them either. And we're all just having problems today. Alright, we're just gonna warp here and draw a card. I'd put it in a land, honestly. Just put it in tapped. How about Fortune? Scry 2. There's a Riddler. Awesome. Alright, love that. So now you can warp and crew. Roiling Dragonstorm. What are they up to over there, huh? What are they up to? Not drawing lands, that's for sure. Alright, so we're going to warp in a Riddler. And we're going to saddle up, partner. Coming in. Gotta exile both. And scry 2 again. Seam Rip Charming Prince. There's Prince, right? And yeah, maybe just Prince. Blink the Riddler, draw another card. Yeah, I mean, sure. They missed a bunch of land drops. That's totally fair. So, alright, so I mean, the Kitsa is the card that throws me off here. The rest of it looks like an Omniscience deck. Maybe they're like splashing green for Yuna as a way to return Omniscience. I think that's certainly possible. Do we want to kind of operate under that assumption and bring in some graveyard hate. Graveyard hate doesn't really affect us in any way. No. We could bring in like 2 Rest in Peace and a flanker. Bring some negates too, I guess. And negates are much more flexible. I think the rifts can go. Not big on the portals. Get lost, Rest in Peace. I think base is not super exciting. We're on the draw too. Should call the bases. Let's bring in like a couple negates and a flanker. Just gonna hedge a little bit. Yeah, some sort of Bant Omniscience deck, maybe. We shall see. Yeah. Okay, I guess. It's not great. Just a couple tap lands, but we're in okay shape. Conduit Pylons, come on down, get your Surveil on. And they've been a Shipwreck Dowser. This earns an instant or sorcery card. Alright, this is only really a combo card, so we're going to archive. We're going to see Starting Town, we're just going to ship it. And I guess we're just going to Riddler. Yeah, this is like usually a card played in like loops of some kind. And now they're playing lots of Pylons. Construct additional Pylons.
Spawn more overlords.
Alright, we're just going to work here. Warp Riddler, draw a card. Blood Farm Verge is the only good tool. Alright. I mean, we can flanker their graveyard at some point. We can... We're just doing stuff, you know, it's not great. Your Sanctum and Collectors. Yeah, some sort of graveyard combo shenanigans for sure. So we're just going to say go with our flanker up. Something's going on here. Get a body in play. Get some things moving. They're going to vault sorcery speed on their turn. I'm missing a land drop here. They discard a Summon Leviathan and play Jace Reawakened. They can loot. They're going to loot. Discard Whirling Dragonstorm. Yeah. I think they are a Una deck. I think they're like just doing Una stuff. They might have Omniscience and then just some other like big enchantments. Or should exile the graveyard and attack this Jace. So exile your graveyard. Keep them off Una. We draw Splash Portal. I feel like we're always a mana short. It's really hard to portal the anti-causal. We're still going to do it though. Let's attack here. Attack here. And then we're going to play a land. We're just going to warp this, even though it's kind of awkward. Like, we just get to put a land in play or put a thing in play. So, fire us up. Fire up the warp. You see a land? Yeah, let's put in a land. So, sure. Put in a land. Say go. Next turn we got Riddler Portal or some other stuff. They're going to loot again.
I'll find what I need.
And discard Omniscience. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Red alert! Red alert! They've made an Omniscience. Not sure why they banned Abyl's Awakening and Omniscience, but I guess whatever. They're vaulting. Confounding Riddle. Here we go. And they're playing stuff. The Gutsy Explorer. Here's Coma. They're gonna play a Coma. World Eater. Deals combat damage to a player. They're just gonna say go. Oh my god, man. I prefer when the Omniscience player just kills you, you know? Because now I need to like keep playing this game and I'm almost assuredly going to lose. Alright. This costs... I can get lost this. Which I guess that's what we're gonna do. I mean, in theory, they're out of stuff to do, so... We'll get lost this. May the ward. What's up, meow? Meow, 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 meow.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Nothing like getting your ward 4 spell pierced. Respect. Here's a vault. Let's see more of their deck. Let's see what's going on here, because this is some weird stuff. Here comes the Coma. They're going to make 4 coils. They're going to say, we draw the Riddler. I'm just going to keep... Yeah, what? I'm just going to... Alright, that's fine. Alright, well, let's go to game 3. That was something. Alright, so now we know we're playing Omniscience. They've got quite the spread of cards here. Reenact the Crime and Friends. I think I want this extra Rest in Peace and Spell Pierces. I would say I'm not as interested in Elspeth Stormslayer. And any, like, the slow cards got to go, basically. I think that Twins can go, too. Yeah. I don't think I want a null. So, let's do this. Alright, on the play. What is with all these combo decks, you know? This sort of, like, slow value deck is, like, really good against non-combo decks, in theory. Alright. I guess we're gonna keep. We just have Surveil Land and card draw. Alright, so we're gonna fire up the archive. And rock and roll. Tentacle Sanctum, sure. I mean, it's got a riddle. You know, like, here's Splash Portal. It feels like we're always a mana behind the scam thing. You know, like, we draw the portal, it turns too late, and now these are just too expensive to warp in and actually scam properly. Like, there aren't enough things to scam, you know? So, here's the Otterball Elite. We probably need to kill that so they can't just reenact the crime and stuff. Or should I kill that now? Before they can use it. That's fine. And then next turn we can, I guess, Vestige? Maybe we could, like, just hardcast Twinning Twins. And then try to go for Vestige plus Portal. We draw land. We draw Fortune instead, if that's also good. Let's do that. So, sure. Here's Fortune. Fortune favors the bold. Resolves. They're not going to do that. Is a Spell Pierce? Love a Spell Pierce. Love a Spell Pierce. And we're going to say go. Nothing. So no end step. Card draw spell or graveyard stuff. Here's, man, the hits just keep on. I don't even know what's happening anymore. They're going to play Bramble Familiar.
I bet you weren't expecting that one, God.
And they're going to map a few times. Sure. And they're going to mill over. Sure. So we get to, man, we really want to land. What are we even spell piercing? I don't even know. I think we just do the thing. Do the scam thing. Opponent's playing 7D chess, yeah. So attack with the Fortune. And blink him out. We're gonna put in. We're just gonna put in the Twins. Scry 2. Another Twins and a land. We're gonna ship the Twins. More interaction, please. So we draw a land. We're gonna put in the Twins. And I get a land for Spell Pierce too. And Flood Portal is kind of nice. So we could blink the Vestige again. Or hold up Spell Pierce. They gotta have a lot of mana in play. This is fine. We're gonna do this. So say go. We have a lot of power in play now. Scamming this thing out is pretty nice. There's a Dragon Storm, sure. Draw 2. Barry reset, thanks so much. Discard the Omniscience. Don't like that. Let me draw another land. Sure. So, kind of like, they have some shit here. We're like kind of in trouble, right? We don't really have any graveyard hate. We want to find the graveyard hate. We cast the Riddler that we run out of mana. If we can saddle him. If we saddle, though, we lose so much attack power, too. This is tough. We're going to draw a card at the end step. We want to draw. This comes back at the next end step. Portal happens immediately. Jeez. Alright. I think we play the Prince and Scribe. We're going to Scry 2. Look at our top cards. There's a rest in peace. Love it. So, we are going to saddle up. Play land. Attack with everything. And now we can portal the anti-casual. Causal, whatever. Have Spell Pierce and Rest in Peace. I think we're good here. I think we found it, folks. And we found the action we were looking for. Alright, so second main. Oh, we're going to blink the Prince. So the Prince card comes back at the beginning of the next end step. And I need to portal the Vestige. So... let me just scry. Yeah, so we're going to portal that. So sure. Scry this. Keep our SCPs on top. Let's see what's under it. Another one of those? Sure. So... still scrying. Lots of scry. I guess we already... whatever. It doesn't freaking matter. So, blink this. If we blink the Vestige of the Prince, it comes back on our end step. We can't cast the Rest in Peace. I guess it would go and play for... no, it leaves the battlefield. So, alright, so whatever. Put this in play. Rest in Peace. Get it all out of here. We wouldn't be able to put the thing in play until... I guess we draw it. Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay, sure. Again, this is a really weird card. It's only a dabbing alien, you know? Like,
I mean, we're space aliens. It's a miracle we can even speak English.
weird stuff. So, we got Rest in Peace. We got Spell Pierce. They're attacking. They're moving to attack position. Okay.
I'm in control here.
Alright, sweet. 1-1. We beat the combo deck. Mission's still in the format. You know, we're all aliens. No! We're rolling into... yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to keep this. We again have this awkward, like, I kind of want to warp this on two, but I can wait, I guess, kind of thing. If the Eldrazi aren't aliens, the definition of alien is useless. I agree. I think alien as a creature type doesn't make any sense. Alien just means, you know, not human. Or kind of unknown to us. You know, alien to us. You know, if Floor Flap the alien is a, you know, a cephalopoid or something like that, or whatever, you know, they are, that's what they are. Not an alien. They're a cephalopoid or something, you know? We're going to keep. So, like, having the creature type alien is kind of weird. Because it's not an alien, it's a Drix or whatever. Alright, here's Spyglass Siren. Second Riddler? Sure, that's fine. It's a Wolf person. Like, if we go to another planet, we're not going to call ourselves aliens, you know? We're not going to go to Mars and be like, hi, we're the aliens.
You big, stupid jelly.
Alright, so... they reveal stabs. They're just playing Dimir midrange. Everyone loves Dimir midrange, right? Right? Alright, so here's our steed. Everyone's favorite deck, Dimir midrange. Lost a lot of good removal spells in the format, as we of course see them by them playing stab. And Cecil's gonna stay home? Wow. So we draw a Seam Rip. It's actually a really good draw. Alright. We're gonna... I shouldn't have played that, whatever. We're gonna warp in the Riddler. Didn't map. Could have a rule spell, but we're just gonna go for it anyway. So draw a card. This is not a Sheriff. Here's Seam Rip. So, do we throw away Fortune, just draw a card, get the Riddler going? I think we do. We get to draw a card, surveil, get a 4/6 flyer in play. So, that dies. We get our blink. We draw a card. It's not starting down. Please, God, don't cast Kaido or Enduring Curiosity. Yeah, no blocks. Here's Curiosity.
More predictable bar. Always
so
takes
much.
rock.
Alright, we draw Fortune again. We can just play second Riddler. Crazy. Play Fortune, we have Get Lost. We don't really have many clean answers to Curiosity, unfortunately. Except for just making good blocks. They're at 16. Yeah, sure. They can use Stab to defend the Riddler a little bit, but we can still block and make them use it. They don't draw a card. I hate this card so much. Here's a map on the Cecil. They reveal a Deep Cavern Bat. We got more Riddler. We're going to ship it. Okay. And here comes Cecil. And Curiosity. Yeah, Blot Out was a big one, so we're just going to block both. Any non-blocks gives them cards, so whatever. So they'll cast Stab, they'll kill a thing. We'll make some trades here. More importantly, they won't draw cards, so take some damage, go to 13, play another land. They have 3 cards left. We draw a Beza.
Bingo!
It's a pretty good draw, honestly. I guess we have an untapped. A tap land. That sucks. So Beza blocks Curiosity. We don't stop at 2 flyers, though, and then we just get wrecked by Curiosity. So probably just cast Riddler, honestly, and hope they have nothing. We're already in huge trouble. Play Beza, Riddler, draw a card. Play Archive. Third Get Lost, just like so bad against them right now. They kill Riddler, we concede. Nope. Plume Creed Escort. Sure. Yeah, I mean, we're super dead. I really, really detest this card. I cannot speak to how much I hate Enduring Curiosity. Least favorite card in the format, even before all the bans. Alright. Now we can never win. They play land 6. And they have Deep Cavern Bat. It is somewhat of a deck building issue. Like, you have to be able to clean the answer to this card, or I cannot do that. We draw the card they hit. The problem is they're just all in the air. I mean, sure. Play Beza. It is 6 to 13. Play lands and go. Yeah, and they know about these Get Lost, so. Yeah. So again, there's draw 3 cards, like 2 cards a turn. We just can't stop them, so it's awful for us. I think it's just like it's just tough when it feels like your opponent has everything. And when they have Curiosity, they just always have everything. And there's just no way, there's just nothing you can do. Like, you just once they draw that first fistful of cards, like, you just can never, the snowball just rolls super hard. So, alright, that being said, you can't really bring in a null against them. It's the only target for a null. What are we doing here? Elspeth's Smite is not pretty against the Deep Cavern Bat deck. Spellpierce Negate, Beza. Yeah, I think this is bringing our rips. Really hate Get Lost against them. The maps are so good. Smite is fine. Unfortunately, Get Lost kills Kaido, which another card was hard to beat. I don't particularly like Elspeth against them. Spellpierce, Negate. Yeah, our sideboard does not seem very well suited for this matchup, but that's fine. Alright. On the play! Ugh. Our mana. Our mana's so bad. Alright. Potentially we have turn 3 Riddler Blink. Keep. Yes, we're doing Bronze Mythic 4 days a week on YouTube. That is the plan. Oh my god, these Fable Passages are just absolutely murdering me. Alright. I think this card is borderline unplayable in Standard unless you're doing landfall stuff. Which is so funny because it was like so good in Eldraine Standard. That was a busted format, but... Alright, so... We have Portal and Riddler. We have the Rip too. So they want to take Portal or Riddler. We have to take a turn to rip the bat, but not too bad. Cool. I think that's awesome for us. So let's warp.
We're dropping out of warp.
And Portal. Do the thing. We're doing it. We scamming. You're up. 4/6 flyer. Draw a card. Next turn we have the Vestige. Finally scamming over here. Sure. Sick value for us. Oh, look, it's Cassian. Cassian's at the library having a great time. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to warp this bad boy in. And then we'll put in our Steed. In a sec. What's responsible for Passage feeling so much worse in this format than Eldraine Standard? I mean, Eldraine Standard's mana was like much worse, right? Just like simple as that. What lands were in that Standard format? Am I into crypto? No. I am definitely not into crypto. Not my thing. Here's Kaido. Gonna give us back our Seam Rip and lock down Fortune. That's pretty annoying. Yeah, we just... This kind of sucks, honestly. We... I guess we just do this alien thing again. Yeah. Alright, so... Warp out and just put in... Alright, we're gonna put in the Twins. Just put in a freaking 4/4 flyer and call it a day. So we got bodies in play. And we're gonna start jamming a Vestige every turn, which is pretty good. We're threatening Kaido with a ward creature, which is nice. These things are great because once you play it, they can't really remove it, or you should put another one in play. It's a Deep Cavern Bat, sure. See what happens. Fire up the bat. We do have a Rip in our hand. This is Vigilance too, right? This card against Sarah Angel. Woo! So they're gonna take the Vestige in our hand, and they could definitely have a counterspell here, which would kind of suck. But so we're gonna go land. We're gonna start by just attacking Kaido and seeing what happens. This card seems great, yeah. Just kill the Kaido. Awesome. So I'm fearful of a counterspell here. If I just tap out for my alien and they counter it, kind of sucks. I think that if we go Beza Rip to take this, they counter the Rip. That's fine, honestly. So play Beza. We have to draw a card and gain 4 life because Beza is low-key one of the best cards in the format. They have Stroke. Sure. Totally fine. So stroke that. Here's Rip. And now we are way ahead on board, which is the way to beat the Dimir deck. Just get ahead on board in some way. Just do nothing. Sick. Okay. Well, we're going to... I think we're just going to warp and try and crew. If they have a way to kill this, we'll just play another one and put another one in. They could have Curiosity here and just block the Fortune, but I think that's fine for us. blinking this is definitely worth a 2/4. And we have another copy in our hand anyway, so. Flood Pits Drowner. Come on down. Sure. So, tap Fortune. We attack for 4. And we're going to warp in. Just say go, I guess. Trigger, draw. Alright. I gotta say, I've been pretty impressed with just putting twins in play. It is kind of sick. This card's like a 4/4 flying vigilance ward 1 for 4 is like pretty good, you know? Like Sour Angel, eat your heart out. And they agree. Okay. Game 3, let's go. Any changes? I don't think so. I think it's just it. Rocking and rolling. Oh my god. Alright. Well, we might just be dead here, but sure. Alright. No corner today, nah. I have the spyglass. I think we're dead. Just like bad hand. Mulligan on the draw, pretty bad hand. We just don't really have very good answers to a lot of the primary threats in our deck. Just like in deck building. Sure, yeah, like they're just gonna have Kaido on 3 and Curiosity on 4, we can just never win. Take the rip. Attack for 1. Draw some more lands. Here's an archive. Here's a splash portal. Ship it. Mapping. And there's Curiosity. Oh, they bit it. They don't got lands. They don't got lands? Cecil. Oh. They don't have lands. We only have lands.
You're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh?
Alright, I guess Archive. Get Lost is not what we're looking. We need something bigger than that. And I'm just going to hold the Prince and hope we draw a Riddler, I think. And I think we're just probably kind of screwed here, but almost assuredly have Kaido because they have all spells in their hand. Yeah. Not the best game of all time, for being totally honest.
Uh-huh. Now I know your weakness.
Alright, draw a card. We draw. Alright, I mean...
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Whatever. What are you gonna do? Alright, so, that was not a very fun game, but this deck's pretty cool. We have some things to discuss for sure. Alright, so, this clearly feels like a first draft. There's a cool concept here. You know, the scammy stuff. Riddler seems great. Vestige seems great. You know, not sure about the minutia, but the deck does not seem well tuned for just like Dimir and other things in the format at all. Like I just don't know how this deck ever beats Dimir. You know, like without some sort of clean answer to Kaido and or Curiosity. But the concept is really cool. The mana is also horrendous in this deck. Like, horrendous. I don't know if I would play this many passages. 8 tap lands is just so bad. So, the mana is horrendous, unfortunately. But I will say that, you know, just looking at the Vestige, the Riddler, the Fortune, kind of like the Blink engine's pretty cool. This card's just great. Vestige is just really, really good. So, yeah, definitely, you know, not the most successful 3-game set, but I think a lot of cool things to look at and to look forwards and kind of go from there. So, more to go on stream. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.